23 ABC's Digital Update is brought to you by West Medical.
I'm Brenna Rose. Here's what's making news. The Justice Department announcing it will begin a probe into the Minneapolis Police Department, looking into its policies following the death of George Floyd. It comes less than a day after former officer Derek Chauvin was found guilty on all 3 charges in connection with Floyd's death. The judge ordered that Chauvin be taken into custody until his sentencing in 8 weeks. Minnesota law requires he only be sentenced for the most serious charge of second-degree murder. That carries a maximum prison sentence of 40 years. Sentencing is scheduled to take place, as mentioned, in 8 weeks. Today, drivers in the city of Bakersfield can expect a DUI and driver's license checkpoint somewhere within city limits. The checkpoint will be between the hours of 6 p.m. and run until 2 a.m. Driving under the influence is not just limited to alcohol. It also includes marijuana and prescription drugs. Research shows that crashes involving an impaired driver can be reduced by up to 20% when people are notified ahead of time. If you suspect an impaired driver, call 911 right away. And today, the group bringing back the Kern is getting together for some spring cleaning of the river. Partnered with the city of Bakersfield and support from the Kern River Parkway Foundation, the group is hosting a community volunteer cleanup at the San Miguel Commemorative Grove, just off Manor Street. They hope to reclaim this space as a refuge along the river for wildlife and recreation. If you would like to help, it does start at 9 this morning and runs until noon. Remember to wear a mask and working clothes. And here's Elena with a check of your forecast.
All right, so our latest system coming on through, taking us back down to the seasonal 70s at last, and that's due to fresh breezes coming on shore. Slight chance of some thunderstorms there in the Sierra to our north. We're dry here at home, though, just with those winds picking up in our latest wind advisory in effect. 4 p.m. to midnight for our mountain and desert locations. Westerly winds 20 to 30 miles per hour this afternoon and gusts to about 55 miles an hour, especially through the mountains and down into the desert near Mojave. At this forecast hour, you're going to see that it gets pretty blustery through those mountain locations, but for the valley it means we actually have some nice air quality at 51, and we are much cooler than the last several days, back to the seasonal mid-70s. Here on the valley floor, a range of 70s in the desert, some sunshine through the winds with those 60s in the mountains today.
Thanks, Selena, and that's what's making news this hour.